Good morning, students. Let us start our lesson for today: light, shadow, and reflection. Imagine if we are in a completely dark room, we will not be able to see any objects that is around us in a dark room. But as soon as we switches on the light, we are able to see the objects in the room. So what is it? So the conclusion is that light is the main source through which we are able to see objects. So in this lesson, we will try to understand about the functioning of light. Light, shadow, and reflection. So in this chapter, we're going to study about the sources of light: transparent, translucent, and obscure objects, shadow, reflection of light, and mirror. But today, we'll be discussing only about sources of light: transparent, translucent, and obscure objects. So in sources of light, what is source of light? There are two types, that is natural sources of light and artificial sources of light. So what is natural sources of light? What is artificial sources of light? We will discuss about this now. Natural sources of light. Natural light sources are those which are not man-made. Example like the sun, the star, or the firefly. That means what? It means sun, star, and firefly, they give light on their own. They are not made by man. They give light. So those objects which give light on their own are known as natural sources of light or natural light. But for instance, like artificial sources of light are man-made. They include candle, lamp, and matches. Okay, you can see inside our houses that light bulb, matchbox, candle, everything are called are artificial source of light because they are made by human beings. So I will be giving you an assignment on the end of this discussion. So please listen to the explanation with full concentration. So let us discuss about three things, that is transparent objects, translucent object, and obscure objects. These three objects, why this is important? Because it is through this principle that we are able to see the objects that is around us. These are objects through which these are objects through which the light can pass. Light can pass partially and light cannot pass partially. So let us talk about first the transparent objects. Transparent objects allow light to pass through them. Example of transparent objects are air, glass, pure water. Some plastic materials like air and water are and clear glasses are called transparent. When light encounter transparent materials, almost all of it passes directly through them. It means what? These objects like glass, when the light will hit them, it will not stop the light but allow the light to pass through them, and through them we will be able to see the object because the light passes through them. Let us talk about the translucent. Here you can see here the different colors bottle. Okay, blue, orange, green, and pink. What are translucent objects? Translucent objects are those objects through which light can pass but cannot pass completely. Translucent objects allow some light to travel through them. Materials like frosted glass, some plastics are called translucent. When light strikes translucent materials, only some of light pass through them. The light does not pass directly through the materials. It means what? When the light will hit the translucent object, the light will not pass completely, but only partially the light will pass through the materials, and some of the light will be absorbed by the materials. Next is obscure object. As you can see in this picture, there's a wood is there, just a torch, and there's light. As you can see, the light is not able to pass through the wood. Instead, a shadow is formed. That means what? Obscure objects are those objects through which light cannot pass at all. Why? Because the obscure objects like the wood, stone, or the wall, they will absorb the light or scatter the light, but they will not allow the light to pass through them. This picture will help you understand about what we have discussed just now: obscure, translucent, and transparent. In obscure, this picture has been divided into three parts. One part we cannot see at all, the body of the giraffe. One part we're able to see a little bit but not clear. Transparent, we can see it clearly. Okay, so obscure, translucent, and transparent. See, from this we can understand, or we can conclude that and understand how we are able to see the object that is around us. That is, if you see in this transparent part, when the light is reflected on transparent object like air, we are able to see the objects around us. Okay, so from this we can understand that we are able to see the object because the light hits the air, which is transparent object, and we're able to see the objects. But in obscure and translucent, some of the light which hits does not get transmitted, or only partially gets transmitted, so we cannot see, or we can partially see the object. I hope you have understood the lesson. If you have any doubts, you can ask me again. Okay, and tomorrow we will discuss some of the rest of the topic. But for today's assignment, what you need to do is obscure, you need to look around your house, find out some of the obscure objects that is placed within your house, some translucent object that you see inside your house, and some transparent object that you see within your house. And then you list it down, you write it down, and you post it on my number. If you cannot understand the assignment which I've said just now, or if you have any doubts regarding the explanation, you can post me on the WhatsApp number, ask question on my WhatsApp number. Okay, thank you.